Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that before an exam, some students become very focused and study sincerely, while others feel restless, anxious, and unable to concentrate? This situation is the same, but the reaction is completely different. This happens because of stress and how each person adjusts to life situations. So, today we are going to clearly understand what stress is, why it happens, how it affects us, and how we can manage it effectively. Adjustment means the way an individual balances personal needs with environmental demands. Life is full of changes: new class, new teacher, new responsibilities, family expectations, and social pressures. Each change requires adjustment. When adjustment is smooth, we feel confident, calm, and mentally healthy. But when adjustment becomes difficult, stress develops. This chapter explains stress, its sources, its effects, and healthy way of coping. Now, let us understand the nature and meaning of stress. Stress is not simply tension or pressure, it is a psychological process that occurs when we feel that the demands placed on us. And more than our ability to cope, stress depends on both the external situation and the individual's perception. For example, an exam timetable may motivate one student but frighten another. So, stress is not just about what happens but how we experience it. Canadian psychologist Hans Selye explained, stress is not always harmful. He classified stress into eustress and distress. According to him, eustress is positive stress that motivates us to perform better. For example, stress before a competition, public speaking, or an important interview pushes us to prepare sincerely. Distress is negative stress that causes emotional discomfort and psychological harm. Example includes failure in exams, loss of a loved one, divorce, or loss of employment. Both types of stress use our energy, but distress can damage mental and physical health if prolonged. Now, let us understand what are stressors. Stressors are events or conditions that create stress. Stressors can be internal or external. Different people respond differently to the same stressor. For example, illness, financial problems, noise, or fear of failure can all act as stressors. What matters is not the stressor itself, but how we deal with it. Now, students, let us understand what is cognitive appraisal. Cognitive appraisal refers to the way we interpret or evaluate a situation. Stress does not automatically occur because of an event. It occurs when we judge the event as threatening or overwhelming. Let me give you an example. If a student thinks I can prepare well for this exam, stress remains manageable. But if the student thinks I will fail no matter what, stress increases. Thus, our thinking plays a major role in stress. There are many different types of stressors. First, physical stressors. Physical stressors directly affect the body. They reduce energy and disturb physical functioning. Example, illness, injury, chronic pain, lack of sleep, and physical exhaustion. A student who studies late every night without proper sleep becomes tired, irritable, and stressed easily. Second, environmental stressors. Environmental stressors come from our surroundings. They disturb comfort, concentration, and peace of mind. And this includes noise, crowding, pollution, traffic, extreme heat, or poor living condition. Imagine constant traffic noise can increase irritation. and reduce concentration while studying. Psychological stressors. Psychological stressors arise from thoughts, emotions, and expectations. They include worry about exams, fear of failure, low self esteem, guilt, and interpersonal conflicts. These stressors lead to continuous anxiety and worry. If psychological stress continues for a long time, it may lead to emotional imbalance and depression. Let me give you an example here also. A student who constantly feels I am not good enough may experience chronic stress. Now, let us understand what is frustration. Frustration occurs when goal directed behavior is blocked, when efforts do not lead to success. Individuals feel disappointed and angry. A student who studies sincerely but fails repeatedly may feel frustrated. Frustration, if not handled properly, can increase stress and aggression. Now, let us understand what is conflict. Conflict occurs when a person must choose between incompatible goals. For example, there are three different types of conflicts. First one, approach conflict. Here, the individual chooses between two desirable options, such as two good colleges. Second, avoidance conflict. The choice is between two unpleasant options, such as punishment or extra work. Third, approach avoidance conflict. A single goal has both positive and negative aspects, such as a job with good salary but long working hours. Conflicts can create tensions and indecision. What is pressure? Pressure arises from expectations placed by parents, teachers, society, or oneself. It creates a sense of urgency and fear of failure. For example, pressure to score high marks or to meet deadlines can lead to anxiety and stress. Now, students, let us understand what are the different sources of stress. Stress can arise from major life events like marriage, divorce, death. It can also arise from daily hassles such as traffic, arguments, or time pressure. Sudden crisis situations like accidents or natural disasters also create stress. Even small daily problems, when repeated, can accumulate and cause serious stress. Now, what are the effects of stress? Stress affects individuals in many ways emotionally. It causes anxiety, anger, and sadness. Physically, it causes headaches, high blood pressure, and sleep problems. Cognitively, it reduces concentration and decision making ability. Behaviorally, it may lead to withdrawal, irritability, or unhealthy habits. Now, let us understand what is burnout. Burnout is a result of long-term and continuous stress. The individual feels emotionally exhausted, mentally drained, and less motivated. Burnout is commonly seen among students, teachers, and professionals working under constant pressure. Now, in your chapter, there is something called General Adaptation Syndrome, in short, GAS. Hans Seiley explained stress responses through the General Adaptation Syndrome. In the alarm stage, the body prepares for fight or flight. In the resistance stage, the body tries to adapt and cope with stress. In the exhaustion stage, energy sources are depleted, leading to illness and breakdown. Short-term stress may temporarily increase immunity. However, chronic stress weakens the immune system. This is why people under stress fall sick frequently and take longer to recover. Now let us look at the coping mechanisms. Coping refers to efforts made to manage stress. Problem-focused coping involves solving the problem directly, such as making a study plan. Emotion-focused coping helps manage emotional reactions, such as relaxation. Avoidance-based coping involves temporarily escaping the stressor. Seeking social support, positive reinterpretation, and humor help reduce stress effectively. Now, let us talk about stress management techniques. Stress can be managed through healthy methods. Regular exercise releases tension and improves mood. Relaxation techniques calm the nervous system. Yoga helps balance body and mind. Asanas relax the body. Pranayama controls breathing. And dhyana improves concentration. Time management reduces overload. Creative visualization and cognitive behavioral techniques help change negative thinking. Healthy habits and life skills also make a lot of difference. Developing healthy habits improves adjustment, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, self-care, and a healthy lifestyle support mental health. Developing a positive attitude helps individuals face challenges confidently. Life skills such as assertiveness, rational thinking, improving relationships, and social support protect individuals from stress. Let me conclude, children. Stress is a natural part of life, but it does not have to control us. By understanding stress, using effective coping strategies, and developing healthy habits, we can adjust successfully and maintain healthy well being. If you have understood this lesson, subscribe to my channel, like and comment below your thoughts on it. Thank you for watching.